Hey, it's Tony, raising hope for a great healer. Good afternoon and welcome to Greenfield yet again. Another favourite little spot for going for a walk. It's a football field, rugby field, playing area, and there's a really nice walk all the way around, which is just about maybe a kilometre. And tonight we're on the second road round, so another interesting improvement. Very strange watching the days progress, and not every day is an easy ride, by the way, and I certainly don't want to give that impression, but there's a lot to celebrate, and we know that only too well when we walk into places like at Positive IV yesterday, and we spoke to a few people there, and it seems that Lesley's journey has helped other people see what they want to be doing, and getting out there and raising the hope, and raising their eyes so they're not looking at the ground, they're looking at the sky. Lift your eyes to the skies and you will rise. That was a quote by Estas Tony, one of the brilliant guitarists that we follow. But I've got a couple of updates that I'm going to share with you on this particular clip, and we're going to be talking about the Christie Hospital, which we've got an appointment coming up tomorrow. And I'm also going to be talking about housing units, furniture showroom, which we visited today, which is another little fascinating tale. So I'll look forward to sharing that with you in a minute. So first things first, the Christie Hospital, we've got an appointment tomorrow, and this was a rescheduled appointment from the last failed visit when we were sat around for an hour and the nurse came out and told us that we were going to be waiting a long time because they were simply overrun with too many patients and not enough staff. We had an email the day after and said, look, we're not ignoring the Christie Hospital. We want their support, but we'll make an appointment. We expect to see the person at the appropriate time. And they offered a telephone consultation, which is brilliant. And they also offered the CT scans, which we wanted, and also the MRI scans, which is also brilliant. It's great news. It's positive. It's a step forward in the right direction. Bearing in mind that no proper formal diagnostics have been done by the Christie Hospital, because all the scans that were done previously back in December in 23, they were done looking for fractures in the bone because it was considered to be a bone injury as a result of activity at work. But obviously that was how the cancer was discovered. So one of the big asks is that they do a formal diagnosis at the Christie Hospital. They do their own tests, they do their own scans, and we're also going to be asking for liquid biopsies. So the great news is we've got the scan booked for 1:30 tomorrow afternoon, and also a telephone appointment which should be after 9 a.m. tomorrow, which is great news. Apart from the fact that today the breast care nurse contacts Lesley and basically says, oh, you've got your telephone appointment tomorrow after 9 o'clock, but you're going to have your bloods tested. Well, we had the bloods tested last visit, and actually we got the results, and the results told us quite a lot of improvement has occurred since December. Now, funnily, the Christie seem determined to do the bloods again. Not quite sure why that is. Interesting. So anyway, an email comes shortly afterwards, and the email says you've got your bloods appointment at the hospital at 08:15. Can you believe it? This is the Caring Sharing National Health Service, the NHS. They give an appointment at 1:30 in the afternoon for a CT scan and an appointment for 8:15 for a blood test, yet the oncologist can only manage a telephone appointment. Seriously, we expect far better than this. It's just not acceptable. Okay, well that's one side of the story anyway, but there is another side. We've got today's little visit to housing units down in Hollingwood, and it's a really interesting story because we visited their August bank holiday last year where we ordered a brand new sofa. At the time we ordered it, it was going to be several weeks, and it is actually not expected delivery until the end of January in 2024. Now, that was interesting because at the time we had no idea that Lesley had the stage 4 cancer. We had no idea what was going to happen over the next few months. we ordered the sofa at a time where things were going great. Lesley had started work, she'd got through her training, and she was looking at going out into the big wide world. And actually everything was looking positive, so we took the gamble to order the furniture, and we're really excited, and it's a really lovely piece of furniture. But it wasn't going to be delivered. Over Christmas, my brother Steve took me down to housing units for a wind down, a cup of coffee, and the chips there. Oh, by the way, chips at housing units, outstanding. You really want to give them a go. So we went there, and I saw the chap who sold us the settee, and I went to speak to him, and I said, look, I don't know how to say this, but we ordered some furniture. It's not due for delivery until the end of January. And he remembered me, and he remembered the family, because he'd met Storm, and he'd met Lesley, and he'd met Sky, so he'd seen us all together, and he knew we had some challenges on our hands. We had no idea what was going on at the time. So I put him in the picture, and I said, I don't know if my wife is going to be around to see the new settee that we ordered in August. Is there any chance we can get it delivered sooner than the end of January? And graciously he checked immediately, and he said, actually, we've got one in stock, we can deliver it this week. And he did. He made sure it happened, and he remembered. So we went in today with Lesley. We had a walk around, we had something to eat, and then I saw the guy again. It's called Andrew, and I said, hey Andrew, I said, do you remember me? And he said, yeah, kind of remember. So I told him what had happened. I told him about going in at Christmas and the penny dropped. And he said, yeah, I remember. He said, I remember you coming in. He said, it touched me so much because my father died from cancer. He said, I felt emotional after you came in. I had to go in the back room, but I'm so glad you came in. And I said, well, look who's here with me. And he's like looking at Lesley, gave her a double look, and at first I think he thought, is this a new girl or what? I don't know what went through his mind at first, but there was a moment of silence, almost like his jaw hit the ground when he realised that actually this was Lesley with me. And he was literally moved, gobsmacked to see her standing and talking and engaging. And the strangest thing happened. He said, wow, I remember you coming in. He said, he looked at Lesley and he said, can I shake your hand? And it was just one of those magic moments that have been so uplifting and bringing hope, and realizing that this is such an important story to share and to lift people going through similar things, whether you're going through cancer yourself or whether you're somebody who's supporting somebody going through cancer. I want to give you hope. I want to give you that belief that you can look up to the skies again. Keep your eyes on the skies and you will rise. You will rise. And that's all I want. So that's it for today. I hope this has helped and touched you in some way. It's really touched us. Like I say, we are stressing out. We've got a lot on our plate about going to the Christie Hospital tomorrow. And also we're going back to Germany next week, so we've got all that upheaval to consider, and the after effects and the side effects. So stay with us, keep sending your love, keep sending your support, and keep giving us hope for that great healer. Thank you.